Hello friends, I hope this video finds you in a good and happy place. Let's talk about Sundial Growers SNDL. So if you know me, I am no stranger to Sundial here. Let's talk about some things that are happening with Sundial. Some new news, not some new news, and just the overall feeling of what we're seeing right now in the general market with Sundial. So first of all, still reports are coming out here of Black Friday deals. From what we're seeing and hearing, Black Friday did not do as well as retailers were hoping, so this could shift into the market. And with that, we're hearing and wanting to know which way the market is going to go here in December. Personally, we usually see the market do this in December. This is usually, even if we have a good year in the market, which we're not, we're having a terrible year in the market. December usually, will be just a regular, nothing crazy kind of month, and then the last 2 weeks it's just usually a bloodbath with people selling out of all their bag holdings that they've had and just wanting to get stuff off that they can write off on their taxes, which is totally normal. A lot of you are going to do it. You may even do it with Sundial, I don't know. Now, where Sundial fits in that category, obviously, when I talked about Sundial last was right when they took this new acquisition up here in Zenibus, if I'm saying that right there. Seeing Sundial buy up companies, this is just what they do. If you've followed Sundial for the past year, 2 years, 3 years, you've seen this a lot. They do this a lot. They buy up smaller companies, obviously cannabis companies, most of the time, eating up that smaller company's domain, their sources, taking it all and making it theirs. So this is why Sundial keeps attracting a lot of people and they want to stick with it, because Sundial, obviously, yes, they're trying to expand as much as they can. And North America is still one of those things. When I say North America, obviously, I'm talking about United States here, where it's the last golden goose that needs to break loose here for cannabis to really do something. It's legal some places, yes, here where they're with who, what, and why. But still, for the most part, there's still a lot of regulation over it, obviously, with cannabis. And that does hurt a lot of cannabis companies that are trying to get here in America, and for bigger sales. Now, the new company that they did acquire, their financials were in disaster. They were not doing well. And we're seeing this with a lot of cannabis stocks. Here's kind of the cannabis sector in a bubble to explain it the easiest way. It's kind of like fracking. A few years back, oil companies were a really big thing, where it was every 2 minutes there was hey, there's a new one. Hey, there's a new one. Somebody's messaged you hey, did you put money in this oil company? There was always a new oil company, and 90% of them just didn't make it. You bought in, you lost, they had a reverse split, another reverse split, and then they just got thrown out of NASDAQ. And that's what we've seen with a lot of these cannabis stocks. A lot of them just have not made it. Sundial just had a reverse split, and they're doing pretty well off the reverse split too. Yes, there's probably a lot of people behind right now with where they want to be, but Sundial is, hey, they're doing something here. Their stock is staying up. It's trying to get to this $3 mark here. Will it do it by, into December? I don't know, and I'm going to say why. But Sundial is still trying to put their money where it's going to make them a bigger company in the long run. Now, whether that's going to work out or not, time will tell. And looking at the chart here, obviously, the month chart it's doing really well, especially when they bought into this new company. It's really got a lot of people's attention here. And even this week, we ended at a 271. That's pretty good. So we're seeing pretty good volume around this 4 to 7, 2 million. 2 million's around what we've been seeing here with volume. Not terrible, at all, considering it's a little expensive stock. Friends, I want to be totally honest with you right now. I have not bought Sundial in a while here. And here's the thing, I have Sundial. I have it in another account to where it got caught up in this reverse split. Obviously, I tried to buy it as cheap as I could, to where when the reverse split happened, I wouldn't be as in a bad place. But as of lately, I have not bought Sundial because I'm really wanting to see where they go. And, when a company does have a reverse split, it's a teeter-totter situation of which way it could go. A lot of companies that we've seen, and not just cannabis stocks I'm talking about here in general, a lot of just, companies with different goods and what they do, services, have had reverse splits this year, and they have still not recovered from their first reverse splits. So, if you think Sundial is doing bad, trust me, they're not. Just just type in reverse splits in 2022. You'll be shocked at what some companies are struggling with right now. But in Q3 here with Sundial, they hit new records with, cash flow and sales. And we've been seeing this a lot more with them lately. So this is a whole nother thing why people keep paying attention to Sundial, and they keep believing that maybe when cannabis is 100% legal everywhere and it can flow freely through the dam, Sundial could be one of those cannabis stocks, cannabis companies that make it to the top and stay at the top. And that's why we keep seeing it get attention here. So friends, before I end the video here, like I said, Sundial is not one of these stocks here that's like a meme stock that's, you're chasing this thing to go to a 350, sell it, go back to a 250, buy back in at a 240, and sell at a 3. That's not what Sundial is. Sundial it's in the growth company sector right now, where people are really paying attention to this company because it needs something big to happen. It needs to keep going forward. Hopefully it can survive this bear market. We don't know how much longer this bear market is going to last. We could be dealing with this for another year, 2 years. Obviously it does not look like it's getting better, and I am not trying to talk politics at all. It's just where we are as a world, a country, where everything is right now. Inflation is across the board worldwide, and even here in just America with our small inflation, but trust me, big inflation to a lot of us, especially, just middle class families. Buying stocks and trading stocks are not on every general investor's mind right now. And, we don't have a lot of kids playing around on Robinhood, Webull, all these different accounts like there were even a year ago. So things have just really changed with investing here lately. A lot of people don't trust the stock market. They don't trust stocks anymore, and they have good reason to. Sundial is going to be one of these things that you're just going to have to put your faith in the company and invest with your own decision. Don't go off what I'm saying. Listen, I'm just talking. I'm just showing what we're seeing here. Do I expect Sundial to go to a $3 mark here by the end of this year? I really don't, because I do expect the market to take a bit of a tumble here the last 2 weeks in this year. And then January, February, we always know what goes on in January, February. Everyone's broke. No one's buying anything. No one's spending money. No one's buying stocks. So, not until people start getting their tax money around April, May, when we start seeing retail stocks and all that stuff move again. So this is it right here. This is the last race. We'll see what happens here. I wish you all a late Thanksgiving. I hope you had a wonderful time, and we're coming up on Christmas. And friends, I really do just want to thank you for an amazing year here with investing, YouTube, and I will talk to you very soon. Goodbye, my friends.